Hello, my friends. It is year 13, week number 659. Heading over to Dumbo right now because there's like a bunch of art galleries that are in that area, like just kind of scattered around. And I guess they do this special event once a month where they leave the galleries open till late and the artists stick around to give talks about their art. And this is something I've been hearing about for the past few months, but you have to get tickets and it always runs out by the time I see it, so I haven't been able to go. But since it's nearby, I got a ticket this month and I'm heading over there right now to go and see what this is all about.
Kevinisomoto says welcome to the vlog.
My friends, I was walking around because I couldn't find where the group meetup was for the tour and all that. And I asked the security guard, he had no idea what I was talking about. And so I found a group, and I have a feeling that I met up with the wrong group, so. What I was trying to explain here is basically Dumbo, they do this event once a month where all the art galleries stay open extra late, where you can sign up and go on a tour of all the art galleries, and the artists who have featured artwork will stick around and give talks as the tour goes along. Now, what I didn't realize is that you go to an area like Dumbo and it's very touristy, so there's just a lot of these tours going on generally, not just this specific art one that I was trying to go to. And so when I met up, I'm asking around to random people hey, where's the art thing? Nobody has any idea what I'm talking about, but I find one single group where it seemed like a bunch of people gathered around the general area where I thought the meetup was happening. And so I joined their group, and it kind of dawned on me at one point where I'm like, we have not seen any art yet, and I have a feeling I am not on the right tour right now. This guy was very, very knowledgeable about facts about New York City. And then eventually we got to this point where we landed at the art exhibit areas. And this is the area where I think I was supposed to be at initially. He took us through the art exhibits. And at this point, this is when I was just like, okay, this is where I'm supposed to be. So I just kind of went up to the tour guide and I was like, listen, my friend, I'm just gonna kind of stick around for this portion of it. So at this point, I'm gonna be parting ways from the group here. And I just kind of walked away. When I was reading about this Dumbo art thing, they make it sound like you need a ticket in order to get into the art exhibits. And so that's what I did. I made a reservation and got a ticket and all this stuff. But I think actually being there, I realize now that you don't really need a ticket for any of this stuff. You just kind of walk up and just self-tour, explore. I think it's kind of like a self-tour thing. It's not really an actual tour thing. So maybe next month I'll come back. It's only once a month that they do it. And so I just walked around with their tour group. It seemed really interesting what they were doing, so I decided to just keep following along with them and just get a nice little tour of Brooklyn from this guy who's giving a tour. On this week's video, we have something interesting happening. Friend of the vlog, Angie, is in New York City right now. I have no idea why, but at some point in time, we're gonna go. I'm gonna bring you along, and we're gonna go and visit Angie and her group of friends. I'm gonna bring the camera along and try to capture some of catching up with Angie.
do with this?
Are there bones?
First of all, welcome to New York City once
see you,
again.
huh?
Yeah, good to see you once again. I actually did not ask you, but what is your reason? First of all, say hello to the vlog.
Hi, vlog. You guys know me already.
So what is your reason for like being here, just generally? Is there a specific reason or an occasion?
Nope, just friends.
Just for funsies?
Like, yeah.
Oh yeah, Ange. Okay, tell me. Next question is, what is something that is like, having started this trip this time around, that you didn't know about, that you kind of like learned or discovered, or like something new you saw that you didn't see last time
That's
you
a
were in
good
New York?
question. This time around that I didn't before, I don't know if I learned anything more, but what I think it is more like I didn't, because I think of the amount of times I've been in New York, I felt less stressed to do more things. Like I didn't feel like, oh my god, I'm only here for this allotted time, I need to eat here and see this and drink this and go to this bar. I didn't feel like that. This time I kind of was like, go with the flow, hang out with people, go to a couple places I want to go. I only ate out a couple times because I didn't really care about it though.
It's kind of like when you're going to Disneyland, but you have an annual pass and you don't feel stressed to like see every single thing.
You know, like the main things you want to hit, but none of it is that important, to be honest.
Okay. So it's like,
So look at that motorcycle on the sidewalk.
dude, that's a normal occurrence here in New York City.
Love that.
Next question is, how many pairs of jeans did you pack with you for this trip? Was it more or less than 10?
Less. 2 jeans and 1 pair of leather pants.
Oh, the leather pants or the party pants, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I know you, Ange. Like literally, you pack them with the thought in mind, like if we
For
go to a party,
concert. Exactly. One concert.
I'm gonna need like the fun pants to go.
I literally was like, we're going to a concert, and if there's the off chance that I have to dress slightly fancy, this will be my fancy outfit.
Okay.
2 pants, 1 leather.
Have you had an opportunity to wear your? You bought like a kind of like a one of those like kind of not a suit, but it was kind of like a woman's power suit. I remember you bought it like maybe a year and a half ago.
Are you just talking about a blazer or like a full suit? A suit implies pants matching with
it was blazer
pants.
with pants, I believe.
Pants matching with like jacket.
I think it was that. Do you remember? Oh.
This time I only
brought
brought a blazer.
Okay. Did you have an opportunity to wear it?
I wore that the most.
Oh, okay.
This trip around, that's the one thing I wore the most.
Okay. All right. Last question is, I know you're very into like entertainment. You're an actress yourself. You're very much in the realm. You're a singer, entertainer. Oh, by the way, I like that you said that I'm an entertainer and that you feel that we relate in that realm. I feel like nobody's ever described me as an entertainer.
Really?
But I feel like that's like I take that as a compliment.
You should.
Like I
like
being an entertainer.
I agree. I think
Okay.
you are very much like that.
Like this, what I'm doing right now is kind of a form of entertainment in a way. You know what I'm saying?
You think the person that's interviewing me right now wouldn't be an entertainer? Yeah, dude, you are an entertainer. What are you talking about?
Okay. The third question is, given your background and all this stuff, what is something that you've watched or like listened to music-wise recently? I'm talking very recent, in the past like month or two, that you really liked, that you recommend for me and for people who may be watching. Like a new show or a movie, like a new album that came out.
So I'm thinking of The Last of Us the most right now, but I know everyone has seen that, and there is something
The
else.
Pedro Pascal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But there is definitely another show that I feel like I've watched. I'm like, fuck. I think it would be Shrinking on Apple.
Oh, that's the Harrison Ford one?
Yes.
That? Oh, okay.
So Colin and I started watching that, and I kind of thought it was like okay, and then it got very heartwarming and very sweet, and I think it's good.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'd recommend.
Shrinking. Thanks, Ange.
You're welcome.
Appreciate you.
I don't think we ever handshook before.